All right, so I do want to talk a little bit about you. You play in the WBC for Team Japan. Your mom is Japanese, right?
My mom is Japanese, yes.
And how was that? How was that growing up?
It was cool, man. It was like for me, it was the norm. But I think the more I left home and I understood like the bicultural nature of like my household, right? Like coming in, there's a little room where you put your shoes right away. Like there are no shoes in the house. And my mom was always cooking up like very traditional Japanese meals. And she a lot of the rules that we had were very like, standard for Japanese. And so it was normal for me, but I think once I started to grow up and then learn more about my buddies and stuff, like it wasn't necessarily the norm, but that's all she knew growing up, and she came here, and then her mom and her dad are still in Japan, her sisters are in Japan, and her entire family is still in Japan. And so
do you go back and see them?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So growing up, we would go like once a year, and then once my brother got into high school, with sports and everything like that, it was getting tough. And then when I got to high school, they came over to the States and hung out with us. And so we were able to do that. But then when the WBC happened, we were really able to they were able to see me play for the first time, and we were able to go over there and hang out. And then now I go once a year, and it's kind of, the cool thing is it's kind of, like connected our family, more so than we ever had.
Oh, so it ended up being inadvertently doing something like that.
No doubt. Like, and we communicate more. Like my mom always talked to them, but like for me, I mean, I can't say I communicate with them because I don't speak Japanese, but like I go there and see them, and we're able to hang out. And whether it's my mom or somebody from the agency that we fly over there with, like I'm spending time with them, seeing them, getting FaceTime with them. And like, my grandparents are getting older, so it's cool to be able to spend time.
So how does that conversation go if y'all can't speak? Like, is it just, because I know like when I went to Japan, it's like you smile.
100%. Yeah, right.
But this is your family. So how do you do that with your family?
So it was so funny. So we went there last off season, and my grandpa can't hear that well. So I'm talking. So I'm looking at my aunt, but our interpreter from our agency's there, who has worked with Yamamoto and Roki and them, and so he's translated to my aunt. My cousin is sitting there with her baby, and they bring a whiteboard and a marker everywhere, and she's writing it down and then showing my grandpa. My grandpa then reads it, laughs, does whatever, says something back, and then it's like, so it was like 5 different people are translating this thing, but it's all for family. We loved it. It was great, but and then sometimes, like my aunt or whatever wouldn't even respond and tell my grandpa what they were saying, because she was like, and I'm over it. But it's a process for sure.
So because of the WBC, I ain't gonna say because of WBC, but it played a part. Your like fame level shot through the roof.
You could say because of the WBC. Yeah.
It did. Yeah. So tell me about your experience at the WBC, getting to play there, getting to play in front of your fam, getting to play with Shohei.
Yeah.
And Yoshi, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Roki. You got to play with all these guys.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Were you nervous?
Super nervous.
Yeah, me too when I was my first. Yeah.
Super nervous. Like, you going over there, obviously being, Tommy too. Tommy was the first American-born Korean to play over there. And so I was the first American-born Japanese, and my mom was like, listen, there's certain things like you gotta you can and cannot do. And so I'm on the flight over, and I'm like, dude, I cannot embarrass my family. Like I cannot let Japan down, my family. Like this cannot go bad. Like if we lose, we lose, but like I can't do anything to like disrespect my family.
What could that possibly be?
Just mannerisms, like the way you act.
Slam your helmet or something.
Do something like that, or even like like simple, right, during the national anthem. Just like my mom was like, make sure you're doing all the right things. Like she's because she's like, it's the rules are different over there, and so I'm nervous, and she's like, you better be respectful of the team. Everybody, like they are all more important than you, like kind of like you're the guest, and I'm like, all right, and I get over there. And Shohei comes over and he's like, hey, how's your family? And I'm like, good. And then as I'm getting closer to these guys, you know, like Yoshi's taking me out to eat, and I'm talking to him, and I was like, hey, like, you know, my mom's telling me we're going to be bowing to the field and, you know, before and after practice. And I was like, are we going to be doing that? And they were like laughing, like, bro, your mom is so old school. Like, we don't do none of that anymore. Like, you know, it's more relaxed. So I was like, oh, okay, good. And, you know, that part of it was cool. But, you know, what was really cool was that everybody saw Shohei, like, do his thing and, you know, with the Angels and stuff. But I feel like I benefited greatly from the WBC, but I thought he did too, like, with the Trout and him battle at the end. You know, next year he goes out and wins AL MVP unanimously. And seeing him, like, take BP, because I don't know how often he takes BP with
Never.
you. Right?
He never does. But, so,
I mean, he did it in Japan. Did he do it for the Tokyo series when you? No?
No, it was just too much. Like, for him, it's really just too much.
Yeah.
Like, he can't really, like, take steps.
He can't.
And there's, like, everybody in the world wants to be famous, right?
Yeah. Until
you see a famous person have to live how they have to live their life, and how Shohei has to live. It's like, man, that kind of sucks.
Like the MJ doc that came out during COVID, where he's sitting there in his room smoking a cigar, like, I can't leave my room. Like, that's really him.
That's
like,
Shohei. That's literally him.
And, you know,
but it is what it is. I mean,
kudos to him. I mean, and listen, he handles it obviously amazingly, and he's happy and, you know, does everything. But yeah, in Japan, it's like he cannot move. No,
so
it's crazy.
Tell me about that battle. Like, did you even think about, especially that ninth inning with Shohei taking them out? Like, being on Shohei's team now, if there was a ninth inning with Shohei taking the mound, I couldn't be more positive that we won. So
that
you're gonna win.
Oh, that Japan was gonna win.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying from your, like, on the Dodgers, I'm saying right on the Dodgers right now, if Shohei took them out in the ninth inning, we're winning. We won.
Yeah.
So I want to hear your perspective from it.
Yeah. You know,
and not just about Shohei, but your perspective.
Yeah, right. Like, he's coming in the game, and it feels like this surreal moment. Like, in the moment, you're like, wait, this is like, what is going on right now? Like, this is crazy. And he's jogging out, and you're like, this guy's a freak. But you're right. Like, I was like, in that moment, I was like, I don't know anybody else in the world after seeing him for the past 2 to 3 weeks that I would want being on this mound.
Yeah.
And so he goes out there, whatever. And then, you know.
Yeah. You know. So what do you have? Where's your gold medal now?
At my parents' house.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
I gave that one to my mom.
Just nice. Okay. Yeah, so she keeps it.
She keeps it. Yeah. I mean, that was like an ode to her. I felt like she deserved it, you know, because without her, I'm not eligible for the team or any of it,
sure,
you know.
For sure. So are you going to play again?
I hope so. Yeah, I would like to.